So after looking at paragraphs, let's introduce the concept of HTML headings. And HTML headings is nothing but a tag or a combination of tags that we use to add some headings within our page. For example, let's say we have several headings which talks about different concepts. Then how do we add those headings? We use the concept of heading tags. And in HTML we have 6 levels of headings, right from heading 1, heading 2, heading 3 up to heading 6. The difference between these heading levels is the font size. The more you increase the heading level, the less or the smaller the font size. So we say that headings are used to add major subtitles or major headings within the page. So assuming that this is our profile page, and normally in your profile, what do you want to talk about your profile? Maybe you want to talk about your work experience, or maybe your education background. You want to talk about your work experience, you want to talk about your skills, you want to talk about your hobbies, and you want to talk about your referees and all that. So then those headings that I have identified, you can put headings for them, and let's try to see what is that. So I will try to use heading level 1 so that we see, and then we use heading level 2 and 3, and in that case. So below these paragraphs, I'm going to add a heading. First, heading level, I'm going to use heading level 1, and here I'm going to say education background, background. And maybe in the section of education background, I want to add a small paragraph that maybe just talks about briefly about my education. And for now I don't have anything in head. Let me just copy this one and paste it right there. Alright, but in real sense you'll want to put something that describes your education. Okay, and then below this one again, I want to put another heading. Still I'm going to use heading level 1, and maybe I want to talk now about my skills. Okay, so once you have your education, the next thing is the skills, and under the skills I want to add a paragraph talking about my skills. Okay, and below that paragraph again I want to put and say my another heading level 1 and put my work experience. Okay, and below that maybe you want to put one paragraph that talks about your work experience. Okay, and so on and so forth. So let me put the last one again using heading level 1, and maybe I want to talk about my hobbies, and maybe you want to use another paragraph to talk about your hobbies. Okay, so you save that. Now you have 4 headings, and now when you go to your browser, you should be able to see that now you have headings. So by default, when you specify the headings, that text between the headings appears in bold case and it appears in a bigger font size. Now we are using heading level 1. Let's use heading level 2 for the second one so that we see the difference. And this one we use heading level 2. The third one we are going to use heading level 3. And the fourth one we are going to use heading level 4. Alright. And so now when you save the changes, you're going to see that heading level 1 appears in a bigger font size than 2, 2 appears in a bigger font size than 3, and so on and so forth. So when you put heading level 6, then the font size begins to decrease. And we said we only have from heading level 1 to heading level 6, so we don't have 7. All right, so that's briefly that about the concept of HTML headings, and we use it to add some major subtitles within the page, and we have seen a practical demo. Maybe if anyone has a question about the concept of headings, you can ask before we proceed to the next concept of HTML list. Any question?